Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video we're gonna try to finish wiring these dual inputs on the amplifiers on the 17K. The amplifier on the back is so good. It's got the dual inputs already. It's got the double grounds, double power cables. Now we just need to finish this amplifier in the front. And I just got the new wire, so we should have enough wire to finish doing the installation on the dual inputs on the amplifiers. And we're gonna try to burp the truck, trying to do a 160 and see how much it takes to do a 160 on these subwoofers on the 5HC18s from 5 Audio, because I know when we were running the 5 Audio 411 Neos, we were able to do a 160 on the kick with 10,000 watts. So I like to see how much it takes on these subwoofers to do a 160 on the kick. And we might even try to play a song just for fun and place the meter in different spots on the truck to see how loud it's getting, just for fun. So now I'm fixing to start working on these cables. I had to install the lugs to go back into the battery, and some heat shrink and the snakes, and it should be pretty easy. We should be able to get it done pretty quick. Let's do it. Now we're gonna start getting everything ready for the lugs and all the cables. We finally got a decent day over here in South Texas to be able to work in the truck. We've been having pretty bad weather and a lot of rain, but today we got a pretty good day. So I'm gonna take advantage to finish this up and play with the truck a little bit with the system. Doing these cables like these with the snake and all that heat shrink, it's a little time consuming, but I think it makes a big difference on the look of the installation. It ain't really too bad to do it. I'm gonna finish making this up, getting all this ready. Then I'm gonna move on to run the lug on one of the ends of these cables. And once we get that done, we can move on to install the snake and the heat shrink, and they should be done. All right guys, and we got everything we need. We got all the 4 lugs for the 4 cables, all the heat shrinks, some snake. I hope it's enough on this roll to finish these cables. And you guys can see I don't have any special equipment to do this. I just use this thing, hammer down these lugs into the cable, and I never have any problems doing it like this, because there's a lot of guys that think that I do this for a living, but this is just a hobby for me. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, working on my truck, and have some fun with it. But now I'm gonna continue installing these lugs into the cable. All right guys, now we're just gonna trim these cables. see, cable's not going anywhere. Pretty solid. That's it. That's it. One done. 3 more to go. We'll be done with this. Alright guys, now we're finally done installing the dual inputs on these amplifiers. So now both amplifiers have double ground, double power on each terminal. Now we can go play with it. We're gonna see how much power it takes to do a 160 on these 418s from 5 Audio, the HC18s. I know when I had the 411s, I was able to do a 160 on the kick on 10,000 watts. So now whatever power we get on the AMM1, you're gonna have to multiply it by 2. So once I see a 160 on the screen, we're gonna stop right there and come back over here and see how much power it took to do that 160. Now we're gonna head to the testing location and start playing with it. Alright guys, now we're on the testing location. I got the meter right on the kick. Now we're gonna be checking how much power it takes to do a 160 on these subwoofers. I got the AMM1 ready to go on dyno. We're gonna be burping the truck at 40 hertz. See how it does. See how much power it takes to do the 160 on the kick. Now I'm gonna be using the bass knob to control everything. So once I see the 160, we're gonna stop, check how much power it took to do that 160. So we're gonna give it a go. All right. 160.13 at 40 hertz. Now let's see how much power it took to do that number. All right, 5740, which is pretty close to the 160 we were able to do with the 411s. But what is crazy is this one on this subwoofer is pretty much RMS power to be able to do the 160. I don't know, the 411s having the motor force, it was easier to do it because the 411s they're probably around 5,000 watt RMS subwoofers, and they have an extra spider. These subwoofers, the ones I'm running right now, the HC18s, these ones they only had 4 spiders, but still not too bad, guys. So it was 5,000 watts, a little bit over 5,000, 5,700 watts. So it's almost 11,000 watts total to do the 160. Now we're gonna take advantage that we have the meter on the kick, and we're gonna play a song, Can't Stop My Body by Mess Mechanic, and see how much SPL is doing on the kick, just for fun. I hope you guys like that session we're about to see. Alright guys, now we got the AMN1 on real-time power. Gonna be checking how much SPL this thing can do playing a song. Now this song it plays from 32 to 38 hertz. I got the meter on the kick. Let's see how well it does being on the kick. I'm gonna crank out the volume on the head unit, and I'm gonna try it, see how much SPL it can do. A lot to go. Let's see, it didn't do it much. 100, 200 watts. It's doing 145, picking at 35 hertz. Gonna crank it up some more. Picking at 34 hertz. It's only clamping 1500 watts. Doing at 154. Up to a 161 on the kick on that song. Let's see how much power we're clamping. We're probably clamping around 12,000 watts. Let me crank it up. She's doing a 161 on the kick, which is not too bad, I guess. Last time we were trying it, we had both windows open and it was on the glass. But you really want to put a hurt on somebody, this be a good demo right here. The door closed. It's probably doing a 159 on the glass right now. This is gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.